Hello everyone, this is H to the Husky here. I'm going to be casting a lot of MLG games. This one is going to be Liquid TLO spawning up here on the top center side. He is going to be the red Terran player, and his opponent is going to be EG Incontrol. And I know both of these players. They are great guys. I'm good friends with both of them. EG Incontrol is from Oregon, recently moving down to LA, kind of following in the what I did, where I'm from LA, or no, I'm from Oregon, and I moved to LA. So he now lives in LA, which is awesome. I hung out with him at PAX East, which was a lot of fun. He's a great guy. Really hoping he can give a good showing here in this tournament. And also, the little one is amazing. Everyone already knows him. Everyone already knows he's one of my favorite players out there, and I love the guy. So I don't know who to root for in this game because I love both of these players. I'm really hoping that Incontrol can do a good showing here at MLG. He goes to a lot of tournaments, and I'm really hoping this can be kind of his breakout tournament. So we'll see how this play goes on this map. And the reason I say that is, well, it is Shattered Temple, which the players are still going to be figuring out. The difference about Shattered Temple is the expansion in the bottom right no longer an island expansion, and there is only one watchtower in the center, and it is wide open. None of those little cliffs or anything like that, and also no cliffs by the expansion for harassment. So there is a lot of differences here. Looks like Incontrol scouting the correct way, even though they are at cross positions on the map. Very rare that a player will do this. It could very well dictate the build that Incontrol is doing, because if his opponent spawns right here, it is much closer via air, so it can change your playstyle if you are the Protoss. And same thing goes for the Terran. You could decide to go for Cloaked Banshees or something like that. So Incontrol scouting at the furthest away position to see if that's where his opponent is. He's going to get lucky. That is indeed where he's going to be. So it will take the little one quite a while to scout his opponent, which so far he hasn't even sent out his scouting SCV. So I don't know if he is just going on his build no matter what his opponent's doing, or if he even cares, or if he just wants to get a slight economic edge. We will see as this game continues. Here is the first Marine going to be on the way. The gas will be stolen here by Incontrol. This is so frustrating as any race to have your gas stolen. A lot of times it doesn't affect your gameplay too much. You can see the Marine is rallied here to start killing this assimilator, and the little ones, or not the little ones, but Incontrol's probe will be forced out of there. SCV just now scouting, very late scout here at 18 supply for our Terran player. And here's the Marine right now, wants to bust through those shields as much as possible. This will give Incontrol the ability to scout one more time if he wants to. Could potentially hide a pylon over here. This is a very low chance of being scouted. Is Incontrol going to plop down a pylon right there? We are going to have to keep an eye on that, as we do have the Cybernetics core going down right now, as well as the gateway, additional gas on the way. So standard opener from Incontrol. The only difference is this gas and the sneakiness of this probe. We'll see if he's going to do anything with that. We do have a factory on the way now for the little one. So if Incontrol decides to go for some sort of rush, this may be effective, just because he is not going against a 3 barracks or anything like that. He is going against a factory. So that does give you a timing window that you can attack where the army is weak, especially since the Terran player isn't walled in. We'll see, though. I mean, the little one knows what he's doing. He knows exactly the kind of build he needs to go to crush Incontrol. He's also going to be killing this assimilator right now. He probably will be grabbing this gas right away. It's just interesting to me to see what he's going to follow this up with, because he will have less gas than he wants. And that does mean that when you go a factory starport, those units cost a lot of gas. And I would assume to see the gas go up. No, is he going to expand? Looks like he is going to be expanding inside of his own base. This would be a very effective 4-gate if Incontrol decided to do that, as the attack would be moving out here any moment. But for now, he is going to go for that Stargate, the little one, on 4 Marines and a Hellion right now, which this is a standard Terran opener in Terran versus Terran. But I don't know if he realizes he's going against a Protoss. We'll see how this is going to work out. Here comes the Stalker right now. He wants to use this to scout up the ramp and see if he can see what's going on. He did catch a glimpse of that Hellion. If he was paying attention, he would see that Hellion on the way. He does indeed, is going to shoot it a couple of times. The Stalker having already paid for itself. The Stalker not only doing some damage to that Hellion, but also revealing, okay, well, my opponent has a factory, very well could be going for that tech lab for the blue flame, and it forces an SCV off the line to repair the Hellion. Does look like the little one is going to be moving out right now. However, Incontrol knows this, because he scouted with that Stalker, getting a little ballsy with it, but it did pay off. You can see him throwing down a 3rd gateway, which will allow him to get units right around when these units are starting to put on a lot of pressure. This gateway should be finishing up for some additional reinforcements. We do have warp gate technology just now wrapping up. You can see Incontrol ready to warp in his warp gates, so those will be done as soon as the upgrade finishes. However, the little one does have his expansion on the way, so his timing push will be a little bit weaker than if he just, didn't get an expansion because that is 400 minerals out the window until that expansion starts to kick in. So is the Little One going to move out here and be aggressive, or is it going to be up to Incontrol? He does have a hidden pylon down here now. That probe was proving to be very sneaky. Incontrol going to be moving out here with the Stalkers. The nice thing about the Stalkers is they greatly outrange the Marines, so if microed correctly, can kill off these Marines extremely easily. However, if Incontrol misclicks once, that army will evaporate. I'm surprised to see the Little One move out like this. A siege tank is complete. He needs to be careful because Marines just versus Stalkers can be extremely difficult to hold off. What do we have going on up here? The probe still hanging out. We do have a starport on the way as well as the second orbital command. So the Little One's economy is going to be ahead right now. If he just backs up and sits on the 2 base, he will be absolutely fine. For now, though, it looks like he is going to be moving in here. Incontrol going to be completely prepared for this. His Void Rays, though, overextended. Looks like the Marines base type 1 Void Ray. No, that Void Ray is going to get away. Keep in mind the Void Rays have 250 HP if you include those shields. Now the Marines are on the run, but the Stalkers are not only faster, but also outrange them. And Little One may have greatly overextended his stay as now he is on the run. He really has nothing to deal with the Void Rays. You can see he's trying to get out another siege tank as well as a Viking. He would really prefer to have a medevac coming out there. And here is the units warping in on the pylon. These Marines trying to get out there. They will get sliced down, though, in their prime. And now all of a sudden the Little One is forced to run away. Nice force field on the ramp. Going to be preventing these units from getting inside the main base. The Little One is definitely overextending himself on the minimap. Incontrol taking advantage of it and really punishing the Little One right now. There is going to be the GG from the Little One. Basically, what went wrong in this game for the Little One was, I mean, the force field sealed the deal, but he decided to go for a faster expansion and a push at the same time, which can be very difficult to pull off. And while he almost got lucky killing 1 Void Ray, it just wasn't going to be enough. And when he was running back, he could not get back fast enough. Was just way too over